Okay, uh, hello and welcome. Today, I want to make a simple new project. The name is maybe Infinite Memo. This is this was my friend's request for me. Uh, she wants to have a notepad that go landscape, go horizontal and vertical infinitely. Let me see. At first, you can see this uh, rectangular square, and there is four four, and mm, like this. And I can put some memo here or sentence something. And when I press this, there's be a new space for memo, and I can write some another parse or sentence, memo, something. Then I have another another field can write something. Um, yeah, simple. And let's find a way. How can I make this program? And maybe this is not a best tool to make this software, but I'm comfortable when I'm in Unity, so that I do it with Unity. First, I made a scene and I delete light and make cameras look clear flags to a solid color. And I will make a UI. Panel? No. First, main canvas and add some text. And I don't know much about TMP, Text Mesh Pro, and I will reference some example and extras. Yeah, import was done. And here. And this has a container, UI, image, card. In card, there is a text, and card's width and height is Let's find some right value later. It looks like this. Mm, 18. And this can be like this. And when I put some text here, I was mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, there is some overflow and I later I want to make this can scroll up down. But now I will make some base structure. This card can be a prefab card and card that contains text. Project asset asset no and move this to project asset, create prefabs, and make this card to preset. In here, the position X is 0, 0, 0. And let's find a proper position. What if this is 150? Or there is some margin 15 pixel, 50 pixel, 15 pixel, and maybe it will look like this. I think it is good. Minus and CV minus. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I have to make a function that when I press maybe in initial init, this will looks like this. And when I press this, I can edit text in here. And I press this, there will be created 3 more cards and I can edit text here. At first, how can I make edit text here? In game, I press this button and I can input some text here. And in my thought, when I press this card, there can instantiate input, text input, and I press another point. Mm, Put that input to text and delete or directive to false. Mm, Then the text can be here and input gone. And in prefab they will there will an input field, and this is inactive. Here scripts and cards, and I'll using Unity engine dot UI. Maybe I need engine text mesh pro 2 text EMP. Okay. On Revit text mesh pro text my text and private text mesh pro. Is there a input field? Okay. To input, and let's start text equals get component text mesh pro text and input to text mesh pro input field, and make a event on clicked on mouse down input set active input game object set active true. Let's check this first. Put cards here. Maybe it can't work because this card object doesn't have any TMP input or text. And get component in children. Okay. And click. No. Maybe it is front. Is it front? Then this card. And set text to smaller than this card and try again. Mhm. Also, no. Debug, log, click. Hmm. Let's find in Google Unity UI on mouse down. Mm-hmm. Mm, maybe I just change this canvas to not overlay camera and like this. Check again. No. Mm-hmm. This is card and there it is. And is it work? Let's delete this and retry. There is no error. Why? Debug log text and debug log input. No text, no, no, no. And there is text mesh pro. This works. And if I delete this, will it work? Hmm. No. UI. There it is. And mhm. Yeah, this says I can use on pointer down. Instead, let's use a button. This button is button, but it contains no alpha. So when I mouse over and click this, there is no any difference. And let's make a public function that test debug log clicked. In here, when this button is clicked, the card run this. And let's check. Why? Why stop coroutine? Test. Okay, there it is. And there will be a text and input field. This will set active to false. And when this button is clicked, they will appear. They will appear. Public void edit text. Start edit text. And click. There is a null reference. Text mesh pro input field. Log inp. And this input is this. And why it is no? Sync text to mesh or tm pro dot something or text mesh pro For now, let's make this public and reference it in editor. And then maybe I can check, is it valid? Yes, this is valid type for this input field, but somehow this object reference not set to an instance of an object. No. Text and input. Save. And there is. Button. On click. On click. Cards. Card. Start edit text. And delete this line. And yes, there it is. And I can't click this input field because this button is in front of screen. When I move this button to back, I can edit my text. And this means if I press this button has to disappear and input field comes to front. And when I end the edit, this button has to be here again. And how can I say I edit this text and done? Let me give back a button and show text to me. Let's find what event in input fields are. In Unity document. Input field. Input field event. Or event Unity. Yes, this says there is two event that end edit. First on end edit and second is on submit. Submit is called when user press key enter. Let's use this. And in future, I want to end edit when user clicks here, here, or here. Let's make it later, and for now, when user press enter, this edit is over, and the contents goes into this text field. Why it doesn't show here? Yes, there it is, and open. This color is no. This text color looks black, and this text size is 18. Align center and center. Maybe there is wrapping. Let's check this later and save. Private or how can I handle this on submit event in this script? Or I have to make another script that can hear that submit event. Card input. This is card input, and it listens private void on submit. This is text mesh pro. Using let me check if in there it can listen event on mouse down. On submit, it removes the button. It removes the button, and it doesn't remove the button directly. Instead, private hard parent and start parent equals get component and parent card, and on submit parent that edit text. And in here, there is a button. Is it just button? Yes, button. Button. And input. No. And edit text. And input game object set active false. And button game object set active true. And when I start the edit text, yes, like this, and on submit and edit text. Yes, this makes sense. And in this prefab, this input has hang. Oh, there is always four event that I just provided. Oh no, not card. Let's check this script first. Or not use this instead and edit. There is and edit. Dynamic string and edit text. I start object not set to an instance of object. And this button is not set to an object. Let's set this button to a button. And here I can change this value, and when I press enter, this input set active to false, and this button comes back. And when I edit, this gone, and button back. I don't know what is the condition of end edit, because like this, when I press another position, it's not disappeared because I'm not editing this text. And when I press this, editing this, and I press this, this goes to set active false. It's weird. And I want to change this input field to, when I click this button, right down, it goes to edit state, not just show this input field. know this, goes to this. Then I can't. Then I can press somewhere else. It can disappear. And can I do it in script? Input dot edit is active equal true. Okay. Is active returns whether it's active or not. Like this. Dot 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 dot. Like double click. Not this. Double click. Mm-hmm. On select. Let's check if there. This on select event called when I press button. Let's add some test function. Debug log test and in here card test. Press button. There is no log. When I select this logs happen. Again, when I press this again, this log appears. And it means press this means select. And maybe I can select this input field in script. Input dot select. Okay. Okay. There it is. I was born in Seoul. And when I end this edit, this input field's contents goes to this text area. Text equals input text. Hi. Yes. And maybe I can change this style. This and align this input to center. I want to align them, but but there is no align option. No background and no alpha value. Hmm. Let's find it in Google. Before, let's check one more time. And I will. Mm, hi. Okay. And I'm Korean, so oh no, this has to be executive false when I edit text. And I'm Korean, so I want to write some Korean, but this looks like this. And I find it now when I edit text. There is no wrapping this text. Just goes like this. Right to right, scroll and scroll. I want to fix this. And I don't want this placeholder. Holder. Hmm. Open. Input placeholder. Delete this placeholder. And when I start this text, that game object, that set active, false, and text that game object that set active to true. And in Unity, input field align. How to make him filled with middle text align? Ah, aha, there it is. Not just input field, there is text object. There is an align option. Mm. And this is what I wanted. And this problem. And here I can do this like this. Oh, why? While wrapping goes to disabled, unable. Why? Unable. And it goes to disabled. Maybe in initialize step or somewhere in here it makes this text to disable. Input field, wrapping, wrap text. Wrapping text inside input type text. Note this is HTML, CSS. Everyone, you need to set line type to input field 1 to 2 multi-line types. In input field, they are line type, line submit. And then enter is not a submit. Let's just go enter. And like this. Is this good for me? Because maybe I want to edit this text like this and enter, 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 and like this. Somewhere I might want this. But now I want to, when I press enter, this edit is end. Maybe, I can change this to multi-line submit. That might work. Enter. Okay. For now, I will use this option. Goes into prefab and input. Multi-line submit. Yes. For today, I do something. Yes, that's it for today. In tomorrow, I will make a feature that if I press this card, that event instantiate 3 more card here, here, here. Yes. Let's see today. And thank you for watching my video and see you later.